Gubernur Jawa Tengah Ahmad Lutfi menyatakan angkat bicara terkait permasalahan tempat pembuangan sampah.
Ya karena ISPA kan penyakit yang cepat menular terhadap yang lain, jadi kita juga harus jaga kesehatan, terutama asap rokok, terutama udara di rumah.
Menurut Kepala Dinas Kesehatan Semarang, Abdul Hakam, tingginya angka penderita ISPA akibat kualitas udara yang buruk.
Di kawasan Brown Canyon semakin meresahkan. Tumpukan sampah dibakar begitu saja menghasilkan asap pekat yang menyelimuti permukaan warga, pemukiman warga di mana asap dari pembakaran sampah ini terbawa angin dan mengganggu aktivitas warga di sekitar perbatasan Semarang dan Demak.
Mengawali berita yang pertama, pemirsa, kualitas udara di kota Semarang pada musim kemarau ini masuk kategori tidak sehat.
Simpang 5 is the heart of Semarang City, a hub where people, vehicle, and activity never stop. But behind the hustle and bustle, there's another story, the air quality, which is increasingly concerning. Today, we're taking a closer look at air pollution in Semarang and its impact on all of us. Every day, thousands pass through this area going to work, shopping, or just enjoying the city atmosphere. Yet often we don't realize that air we breathe carries health risks that shouldn't be ignored. From morning to night, the endless flow of vehicles creates a layer of pollution that slowly blur the quality of life for residents. This video will bring us closer to understanding the city's air condition, examining the latest data, hearing from residents, and exploring what we can do together.
Throughout the week of November 19 until 24, air quality remained relatively stable with a repeating pattern. AQI slightly rising in the morning, steady in the afternoon with repeated pattern. This suggests the weather was favorable, that no large-scale burning occurred, and human activity was relatively normal, keeping the air intact. However, on November 25, there was a significant spike, with AQI reaching 77 during the day. This increase was likely caused by unfavorable weather conditions, such as low wind and high humidity, heavy traffic on a workday, and possibly local burning, causing pollution to accumulate more than on previous days.
Daily AQI data in Semarang showed at night around 7 until 9 p.m. AQI reached 98, classified as unhealthy for sensitive group. This increase was likely due to high traffic during evening rush hour, raising natrium dioxide and PM2.5 level. After midnight and the early morning, AQI dropped sharply to 40 until 50, indicating cleaner and safer air. This decrease is likely due to low traffic, more stable and humid air causing dust to settle, and reduce human activity. By morning around 6 until 10 a.m., AQI rose again to 60 until 70. The morning increase increased by rush hour traffic, boosted by early activity, and still weak winds unable to dispel the pollution effectively.
The rise in AQI directly impacts health, especially for sensitive groups such as children, the elderly, and those with respiratory conditions. When AQI is high, poor air quality can cause breathing difficulties, fogging, shortness of breath, or irritation in the eyes and throat.
Simpang 5 is major junction where multiple main roads meet. Thousands of vehicles pass through this area every hour. Motor vehicles, especially older ones, are the largest contributors to air pollution in central city area like this. Motorcycle, minibus, buses, and heavy trucks traverse this junction daily without pause. Exhaust emission release harmful substances such as carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, and fine particles that can penetrate our lungs. In addition to vehicles, activities like burning trash and dust from nearby construction warns the situation when windows blow the west or south pollution from industrial zones can also drift toward the city center. All these factors converge at the one point, Simpang 5. It's not surprised that this location ranks among the most polluted areas in Semarang City.
To understand how air pollution affects those on the front lines, we spoke with a city sanitation worker at Simpang 5. These workers clean the streets from morning until night, making them more vulnerable to the impacts of air pollution than the general public. Through this short interview, we will hear firsthand how air quality influences their work and daily life.
Jadi sebelumnya saya mau bertanya, menurut Bapak bagaimana Bapak merasakan kondisi udara di Simpang 5 saat ini?
Udara panas ya, tidak menentu.
Apa kondisinya berubah dibanding beberapa tahun sebelumnya?
Panas ya.
Terus harapannya ke depan kira-kira bagaimana?
Harapan ya, kalau mau dibantu ke tahun-tahun akan mungkin bisa ya. Ya, karena ya baik dan sehat. Tapi tidak terlalu parah, maka udara.
Government efforts are beginning to show results from increasing green space to promoting more eco-friendly public transport.
But real change starts with public awareness, reducing private vehicle use, avoiding trash burning, and caring for the environment.
Programs have already been implemented, like tree planting in various city areas, improving BRT bus quality, and campaigns to reduce emissions.
However, these programs need full community support to make a tangible difference.
If each of start small, walking short distance, carpooling, or using public transport, air quality can gradually improve step by step.